I am Faith Pueneh at lead at Women Who Code front-end track. I'm a front-end developer at CAD Consulting Limited, Nigeria.
Hi, my name is Silvia Recinos, Evangelist at Women Who Code Guatemala. I am a UI designer at PayPal. I like to spend time with my loved ones and my cat, and I love to have new experience.
Awesome. So Sylvia, tell me why and how did you join Women Who Code?
I studied graphic design in the university and needed to do my internship with a nonprofit organization in Guatemala. So there's where I met Cristina Roncal, a leader in the Guatemala community. I did my internship with them, and I was asked by Ivonne Aldana, another leader in the community. I didn't accept at first because I didn't feel like I fit because I studied graphic design and all of them were women in STEM, right? But after I finished my studies, I decided to join, and it was the greatest decision I ever made. How about you? How did you enter Women Who Code?
Oh, a friend of mine, she went for a Facebook conference sometime in 2018. And then when she was back to Nigeria, she brought some swags and she brought a whole lot of stickers, right? And one of the stickers she brought was that of Women Code. Before that time, I've not heard of Women Code, anything about them. I was just starting out in tech. And then she brought it out and she gave them to me. She gave me like also some cookies in the bag. And I was like, wow, I really need to know more about this community. So I went in search of Women Who Code and I was more interested in them. I started following them on Twitter. I tried to follow up everything that was happening. It was just awesome. And I'm glad I started out in tech with them. Why do you think you joined? Like, was there something else, something so special about Women Code that made you to join?
Like I was telling you, I didn't accept at first because they were all engineers, right? And girls in STEM. So I feel like I didn't fit in the community because I studied graphic design and I didn't connect those two as a STEM career, right? But then I saw they started using what I delivered from my internship in their social media and decided that maybe I could do a difference there and I could help people with what I know, right? Because we can complement each other. They know in STEM and I know in from graphic design, and that's what I decided to join. And what about you? How you get inspired to join after what you just told us?
When I joined, I saw they're always putting out lots of content, right? Content that actually was helping me to grow. And then in 2019, when they started out the tracks, the women codes, different tracks, and then I got into the front end track, I saw a whole lot of time on the Slack channel. They keep putting up articles, and when I kept on keeping those articles and reading them up, and it helped me to grow. So I joined because of those contents. I wanted to grow. I wanted to become better in tech and become really, really a senior in tech. So I just wanted a community that will help me grow. So that was why I joined, and I'm glad that I actually did. Well, joining Women Code, I think it was awesome. It's great experience. But becoming an evangelist, a volunteer, what actually triggered that? I guess something else made you want to become an evangelist.
Yeah, it was a funny story actually because when I entered, I just entered as a volunteer. Well, I did know that it existed the volunteer, but I didn't know if I wanted to volunteer in Evangelist. And then Christina asked me and added me to a group that we have for just for Evangelist, and I was like, okay, maybe that's my plan with this like in this community. That's where I fit, right? So I started as evangelist that way, and that's the story. How did you start as evangelist? Are you a lead now, right?
Yes, I am a lead. I'm saying that as an evangelist, I saw the posts asking for volunteers, and then I was really excited about that. One was the fact that this community has impacted my life, it has impacted my journey in tech. So I really wanted to also impact other people. So I decided to join. I filled up the form, and then we had like a rundown of interviews and all that. Then I started the journey, and it has been a very great one. I really loved the fact that actually wanted to impact on other ladies. I wanted to impact other women coming up in tech, just like I am. So yes, that was what made me become an evangelist, and I have grown from becoming an evangelist to becoming a lead. And that's the fact that because of how much I love this community, I keep on giving in my best despite job and all that. Tech, it's really hectic. Sometimes we have a lot to do. We have like deadlines, but then again, I make sure I have time for community work one as the time goes by. So it entails a lot to become an evangelist, right? So I want to know what's your favorite parts, because I have a lot of favorite parts about becoming an evangelist. So what do you think is your favorite part about becoming an evangelist?
For me, being an evangelist is to know how to communicate the relevant information, right? Because we do social media work, we do internal communication between the community, we plan our monthly posts and our communication plan. We communicate with different teams in the same community to promote their events, and we plan strategies to grow and to have people join the community, and that's the main work I have been doing. What about you?
For me, my favorite part of becoming an evangelist is also communication. The fact that I had to network with other women one, and also trying to put out posts that it's engaging. One of the exciting thing I love is when I see people trying to comment on a post I've sent out and trying to engage with it, trying to tell how impacted it was in their journey. I'm really excited about that. First thing first for me is how much whatever I'm putting out impacts others and how much it helps them in their journey. So yes, that's like my favorite part, making sure that other women have same impact like I have. So yes, that is it. We're talking about social wellness. What do you think is the importance of community? Because we're in a community, Women Who Code, and we have really grown from becoming just joining and then becoming volunteers, and I think it's right impactful. So, what do you think is the importance of community in tech?
And just before we end up in that conversation, I wanted to mention something that you mentioned that is really interesting to me, because I do also find really like encouraging when people engage in our communication, right? Like for example, we did one event for front end, I remember, and I was like the one giving the event with another girl in the community, and someone reached out to me after the event in LinkedIn and was like, great workshop that you did. This really inspired me to follow a UI career. And I was, yeah, and I feel that like fulfilling, right? Because there's someone out there that sees what you do and thinks that's awesome and want to pursue the same as you do. So I also agree with you on that.
Okay, that's nice. So, looking at in the importance of community, what do you think is important? Will you want to ask other women to come into the community? So, what do you think is the importance in their journey?
For me, the community gives a sense of unity between the members, right? Like you feel supported, you feel safe. We all share experience, we help each other out, and not just personally, but like professionally too. And it gives, I think, hope and opportunities to people to get involved, to learn new things, to share knowledge, and to inspire, right? Like the things that you were just talking about. What about you? What's your most favorite part of the importance of having this community?
Okay, for me, I feel you feel you're not alone, just like you said, you're not alone. I've had lots of ladies reaching out to me and they're like, I want to start my tech journey. How do I start? It's not like they don't have a lot of stuff on internet that will help you to start your journey. But you see, a lot of people are they don't feel that sense of belonging just on their own. So when you come into a community, you feel like you have other people. You have when you're stuck somewhere, there's someone trying to push you up. You see someone doing well at this sport. You're so inspired. Maybe you're down and you're feeling like, oh, I don't think this is for me. But you heard someone trying to talk about their journey, and you're inspired, and you want to go again. Community helps you boost your journey. You don't just sit down and be like, oh, this is it. I am just alone. I had the times when with before I started before I joined this community, right? I When I started out in tech, I was just feeling like I was alone. I I had times where I had these code bugs and I couldn't solve them, and I didn't have anybody. Yes, I Googled it, but I was just starting out and it was quite difficult. But when I joined, I know I had lots of people to reach out to ask, oh, okay, this is where I have this issue. Can you help me? And I'll tell them what I've done before that time. And I had it was quite easier for me. And that has helped my journey. I think with someone being in a community, it helps you grow faster. You have lots of people around you to boost your journey in tech. What's your take on using social media to connect and helping everybody to grow in tech, like women to grow in tech?
So as you said, right? I remember when one time we were talking about that with the community, and one girl was telling us her experience, right? And she told us that since this is technology areas are majority held by men right now, she was the only girl in her team, and she felt alone, right? For that experience, they didn't even have a bathroom for girls. They just have a bathroom for men, right? So I think that's part of being a community too, because it helps the awareness of having we have girls here in tech too, and we want to pursue this career and not feel like inserted and ignored, but like aware that we are here and we want to pursue these careers. So I think social media is a great way to have this than the community, because right now social media plays a key role in the communication nowadays, right? So you can do almost anything in social media. You can share experience, you can inspire, you can help, you can post about your daily life if you want to. So we need to know how to use social media responsibly, since they can be helpful, but they can also be harmful, right? And I truly believe social media is a great way to connect with people and reach others, not just the people around you, but maybe some girl that is feeling lost and feel like she's the only one in tech, right? Know that we have this community and you can come to us and we can help you out. What about you? What do you think of using social media?
Okay, so I'll take the example of when I went to look out for women who code, when I went to search of women who code. So the first thing I had to do was to Google women who code, right? So if women who code was not on certain, they do not have any social media handle, trust me, I wouldn't know what it was or what they are about. I'll just have to have all those swag, but nothing. But I think social media plays a great role in boosting community engagement. It plays a great role in helping the community to grow, right? So with social media, you have people connecting to your post, you have people knowing more about that particular community. So for Women Who Code has like a Twitter handle, have Instagram and Facebook handles, and those handles they have lots of content. So each time they post, there's someone out there that needs that post. It helps that person that is in need at that particular time to grow, and then the person knows, oh, this is exactly what I need. The person looks through that particular post and is able to grow their journey. So social media helps us. Without social media, you will not be able to have this engagement. You'll not be able to know about what is going on right in these communities. So it helps a lot to help in the growth of people in tech, and also in the growth of whatever you're doing right generally. Apart from social media, trying to use social media to boost the community, or trying to use social media to reach out to those that actually need this content and need to grow in tech. What other ways do you think we can connect using technology? Is it just social media? Do you think there are other ways to connect in using technology?
I actually think the pandemic led to great opportunities for technology. It led to be more creative, to engage with different people, and like there's ways to communicate without being in person, right? So there are these platforms like for streamers, there are platforms for meetings right now, like Zoom, even platforms to play games and stay connected, right? So I think the pandemic led to this opportunity of growing technology, right? Like remote works also are super great opportunity that maybe before the pandemic you couldn't like hear about them that much, right? What about you? What do you think other technologies?
Yeah, just like you said, talked about pandemic here, it has helped us to be creative. So I think they also have the blogs, lots of blog posts too, that like you get to read up and know more about what you are into. So you have this blog post, you read, and then you have like the vlogs and all that vlogs that you can read up, or you can watch rather, and grow. So yes, apart from social media, you have your blogs, you have other platforms, other great platforms, and then the pandemic has helped that before now we usually have lots of conferences, that in-person conferences, but now you have online conferences, virtual conferences that you can also attend. So yes, these are like other places, other tools that use technology that can help you to grow. I know the last Connect Forward I attended, it was awesome. I'm not in the US, but it was so impactful. I learned a lot. I did not miss anything. I was just there. I was just listening all through because I didn't want to miss the other time. I really had lots of stuff I learned from the previous Connect Forward. So I did not want to miss. That was why I had to back, I was there. So yes, these are like tools, or using technology that can help us to grow.
Just before, I wanted to tell that also this use of technology, because we are in technology all day, right? We have our phones. If we don't know something, we just Google it and we have the answer in seconds, right? So this also led to opportunities where you can meet people from other part of the world. Like right now, I'm from Guatemala and you are in Nigeria, right? And we are connecting in technology where maybe if technology wasn't a part of this, we couldn't like reach each other out, right? So it leads to another opportunity to reach more people outside like your core, right? Or people you know.
So when we talk about connecting online, let's say social connection, do you think it's impactful?
Yes, for sure. I think connections are essential in a person's life. It can get you to a better job, a better opportunity. Like we live in a social world, as I was mentioning, so we rely on people's opinion most of the time. I think of this as a review on a website, right? When you are about to purchase a product, you often review what the review for the project for the product is, right? And you even get influenced by that opinions. So I think it's the same for social connections. Like let's say you wanted to get a job, you will need these connections, or they will reach to your connections to see if you're trustworthy. So they play an important part of like communication and growth as a person, I think. What do you think about social connections?
I think it's very important. Personally, it has helped my growth in tech. Lots of the jobs that I have done in tech, like for these few years, has been like on recommendations. And those recommendations are for persons that have met in conferences, in-person conferences, and also online conferences. Like we've met, we connected, we networked, and we started talking, right? So we start talking, and whenever I'm building something, I try to send it to my contacts and tell them, oh, please, can you help me just check out if you have can you have 5 or 2 minutes of your time? I have something I just built. I wanted to check this out. And then someone just checks it out and like, okay, this is nice. So with that, each time I'm telling my connections, people that have networked with, look, please, I want you to check this out. Help me, tell me what you think is not good about it. They have this trust that I am capable of doing this job, right? So whenever there's something, an opening, the first person they want to bring that it's me. So I have like send this, okay, can you do this? I just saw this opening. So it's very important for the journey. It's very important as a techie to connect in conferences, online, like whenever you go, like on Slack, right? It's very important to network and connect. I don't joke with that. Last Connect Forward, I knew one of the things I did when I had time. I knew I was working and also listening to the conference. So at the time when I had like my lunch break, I had to just all I did during the lunch break was to go to the box and start connecting with people because I believe those connections and those relationships will grow to become something important in the future. So I don't joke with that. So it's very important, very important. So what will you think about does it affect your career? What do you think about it in career minds? Do you think it has a positive effect on the career?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's important to have social connection because you never know who will you meet, right? And if this person will give you like a better opportunity or a better job, or if this person will teach you something, because we all learn, I think, from experiences, right? Personally, as my career, being part of Women Who Code really impacted my career because in a positive way, because I first studied, as I was telling you, graphic design, so I didn't know all this part about UI designer and all this like technology part of graphic design, right? I superficially know about it because of the university, but I didn't get into it until I was in Woman Who Code. I really thought an experience that this is like a career with great opportunity to grow, right? And to there's so much opportunities as a graphic designer in this path, at least in Guatemala, as for other career paths, right? You have better jobs, you have better cultures out there with better like businesses and all like this big world of opportunity that you don't see because you are like stuck in one thing, and you don't see like the whole spectrum of graphic design, for example, right? And I think that was the impact that Women Who Go gave in my career, because it led me to open my eyes to more out there, and instead of just seeing what it is in Guatemala and what we have in graphic design, but uh, to expand my opportunities and my view on this, on my career, right? And how it had impacted Women Who Go in your career.
For me, I feel tech, any career in tech is your life, whatever you're learning or whatever skill you have in tech, you're a lifelong learner, right? And as a lifelong learner, someone that learns consistently, you need someone to show you the way, someone to like keep leading you on. And in Human in Code, you have like lots of people. Like the first time I met lots of women that have like 10, 15 years like experience in tech or in engineering. I was like, wow, are you serious? These people here, and they're doing well, they're married, they have kids, and they are still doing like still just hitting it up and wanting to move forward in their career. I got really inspired with that. I got really inspired, like this is it, this is what I want. And it's important, right? So I get to meet once in a while when I'm stuck somewhere. I know I have people to help me, people to teach me or try to tell me, okay, this is where you got stuck. This is what you can do to move forward. So it's important. In my career, I've met lots of those people. They've been able to look through, let's say, my code base one at some point in time and try to tell me where I got it wrong. And I'm really grateful to them. So yes, it has helped my career in so many ways. Oh wow. Oh, this is so awesome. Do you have anything about career to say?
Women Who Code really is a fulfilling place and a community where you can like really grow personally and connect with different persons with different experience. You have so much opportunities because you can like give a talk about something, you can learn about others experience, you can do a lot of different activities in the community that I think that's what makes it a great community. Like for example, right now we are doing like an investigation about this the impact of gender gap between technology careers, right? So you can do like a lot with this community, and they will always support you, and you can always feel safe and helped, and in a way like being helped and supported. That's, I think, the great part of being part of Women Who Code is. How did you become a lead from being an evangelist?
Becoming the lead from being an evangelist, that part of it was I like I said, I had passion for this community. I really had passion for Women Who Code because they actually helped my journey. So I wanted to help others. So I was just putting in the work, trying to do more like I've seen others do for me. So with that, just while putting in the work, trying to work, I trying to do more of the volunteering stuff. It just happened naturally. After a while, my fellowship lead was she was like, oh, I think this is at this point, I think you've really grown, you've really done lots, and you're doing well. So I don't think you should be at that spot anymore. I think we need to move you because you're doing so much. You're doing more than just an evangelist. So yes, that's how I moved to becoming a lead. I love the community. I think it just came naturally for me because I love this work. I love volunteering and I wanted to see others grow. It excites me when you come into tech and at the end of the day you're doing well. I am really excited about it. Seeing people grow, seeing people becoming grow in tech. That really excites me. If you want to get involved and become a volunteer, you can go to womenwithcode.com, go through the website. You're gonna see lots and lots of interesting content there. Like there are lots of scholarships and there are lots of different community tracks that you could join depending on the skill you want to learn in tech. And you can also follow us on social media at Women Who Code on all platforms. So on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, you have it. Women Who Code, we are there. And you can also follow me on Twitter at Pueneh Faith. Yes, that's my Twitter handle.
You can reach me on LinkedIn as Silvia Recinos, and also in Instagram if you want as Silvia.R23. That's my handles. It's very great to hear your experience and great to know you.
Me too. Thank you.